Hello and welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation, and today we continue with day 45. So, in the last episode, we finally completed the core suppression for Baina. And it was quite an interesting core suppression because it wasn't hard to figure out how to suppress Baina. However, let's say it was hard to execute the suppression for Baina because it was similar to, for example, Red Mist in some ways, because it was a boss fight. She was traveling along the layers and doing some job, let's say. Some of her job by letting out abnormalities and causing meltdowns. But also, she was kinda similar to Hokma's core suppression because, well, when the third phase hits, you have nothing to do but to try and control everything without a pause. Because she locks down your ability to pause the game. You can still speed it up or slow it down, and the game thankfully puts it on speed 1 when this phase transition happens, so yeah, you're a little bit safe, let's just say, when this happens. However, it's still a difficult core suppression in my opinion. Let me see. But today is going to be a very nice chill day where we're going to, I don't know, just talk a little bit about what is happening, what is not happening, because, well, you see, the first meltdown is 0. Why? Well, we complete all core suppressions now. Every single department is protected from the meltdowns, so the only thing that we have to worry about are actually abnormal ordeals. No, not abnormalities, because abnormalities are never going to escape. And we have only one abnormality that is going to, I guess, complete itself with the last weapon. I guess I have Solitude. I didn't finish her, but I don't care. So, what was about the core suppression that we did? Well, basically, it was just a big, how to say, execution challenge. Because, as I said in the last episode, I guess few last seconds of the last episode, because that's how much it took to finish the last phase. Really, not even a joke. I was just playing like this. At this zoom level, I can somewhat see some things, maybe health bars, but for me the health bar was just a pixel. I couldn't really see it, if it's on full health or is it almost dead. Well, I could see that her health bar is not full, that one I could see, but I couldn't see the exact position of it. And all I had to do is just remember every single employee that is good in a certain position. For example, I know that this employee is good at this position and I just click it. I know that in order to suppress the warm-hearted woodsman, I need to use Dana because she has 2 temperance. And so on and so on and so on. Basically, I just had to remember all of them, and as soon as the third phase starts, she will use her pillar attack. And if I don't suppress the pillar attack, it will hit the rabbits, the main damage source that I was using against her. And if she hits rabbits, there is a good chance that she will actually kill them. Which is, well, as you might imagine, is not something I want. I actually want to suppress her as long as possible with rabbits. So it was my highest priority to just try and deal with her with rabbits. And try to suppress all the pillars everywhere. It was a little bit sketchy when I got 2 pillars in a row and both of them had the Brewing Heaven. If you don't remember, the Brewing Heaven, well, it forces you to look at it. it must be done while the manager has a containment unit inside. And funnily enough, it also had the Schadenfreude. It's the opposite. Basically, I had to not look at it. And how I did it? Well, basically, I set up everything besides Schadenfreude, and then I set up Schadenfreude. I took some time to just look around, see if I missed something, because Schadenfreude is not that dangerous as, for example, Burning Heaven. And if I see that actually everything is okay, I can actually continue, I would, I don't know, do it like that and look at it. Thankfully, in the last pillar phase, I didn't have Schadenfreude, I believe. To be honest, I don't remember. It was very fast. Like, the whole fight took me 4 minutes, which is not that much time to react to anything. In reality, it might sound like, well, come on, it's 4 minutes. But yeah, the whole fight just flew by. So, what else did I want to say? Interesting thing that a commenter said, for example, you see, Samuel is a sly philosopher. And I mentioned that for some reason she has a maximum of 140. Basically, as the person said, the sly and philosopher are both modifiers to her stats. And that's why she has a maximum of 140 prudence. This goes into her, I guess, base stat, not the blue modifier stat, for some reason. Kinda harder to see, but I guess it makes sense, because it's their personality. For example, she is arrogant pursuer, and I cannot really say what she is about. Audacious philosopher, 138, and audacious, I don't know. Maybe something related to something else. It's hard to see, because even, for example, Samuel again. She has 140 prudence, yet she has 136 fortitude, 136 temperance, and 136 justice. I guess 136 is the maximum, is the true maximum, but this is just a guess. I'm not sure. Another thing that I was told, I have this little bird, vanishing bird. And someone said that there is a counterpart of this bird. Some other kind of bird, but not firebird. And if both of these birds come out, then they will cause a special event called an apocalypse bird. How to get it? Well, I just told you, but I'm not sure what kind of bird, because I'm not going to look on the wiki or anywhere. If it naturally happens, it will happen, and I will show you. However, if I don't get this bird, well, any creature that looks like bird, then I guess I will not. Simple as that. By the way, very interesting thing, this amulet. Basically, the wearer who equips it gets only benefits. There is no downsides. The only downside is that if you order to, well, return this amulet in 30 seconds and without attacking anything, it will kill you. Otherwise, it increases your HP and attack speed. Very nice amulet. Basically, you can equip it on an employee and just forget about it, because the end of the phase or the day will not kill them. They will be fine. Okay, you were good, so continue working. Also, I'm not sure what is the minus game. Basically, when we completed the core suppression, usually it ends up with, how to say, realization of the of the Sephirah. For example, when we worked with Malkuth, she had this quirk that she was too confident in herself and completely unreliable. That was her quirk. And by doing the core suppression, we kinda realized that she has it. When we were doing core suppression for Horde, she was kinda too naive. Well, this was the first observable thing, but she was trying to kinda amend for her sins that she did, because she caused this company so much harm in the first place, and she wanted to kinda change it, and she was doing that by trying to be a good person, so to say. That's why she had these conflicting thoughts about herself when she was saying that, well, you're not really a good person, are you? You're just pretending to be a good person. You're just trying to make yourself feel better, and etc. and etc. Basically, yeah, not a very nice conversation to have with yourself, and by the end of it, we kinda fixed her quirk. However, with Vina, it's a lot different, because we didn't fix anything. She was of the same kind of mind about the whole situation, that whatever we do here, it's useless. We'll never succeed. We shouldn't even try. And that is why she even escaped, just to show that, well, I'm no longer going to put up with this bullshit. I'm going to escape. Goodbye. And I guess that was the whole meltdown that was happening inside of her, because I didn't see anything else in her. And it was interesting because we, instead of fixing her quirk this time, we just beat her into submission or something like that. Basically, she was a warrior. She was an arbiter of head. Did I miss? Yep. At least she was saying that she was a warrior when she was fighting with Red Mist. And I guess by the trial of combat we proved ourselves to be a worthy leader to her. This is the only explanation I can give in this situation, to be honest. Well, very interesting character, and I'm not sure if she is truly on our side or if she pretends to be on our side. Maybe both. Maybe she is on our side, but she is also can strike at any moment from the shadows. Who knows, who knows. I wouldn't really trust Vina too much, but looking at what she can do and that she is not doing it anymore, I guess she can be trusted for now. So, I guess this is everything I wanted to talk about. Also, a few people said to me, basically all these gifts, I can, well, of course I can remove the visibility of them, starting from the level 4 on the management screen, and also I can lock some of these gifts so that they're not replaced. Well, I see a point in that, I really do. However, I'm not going to do that. Why? Well, I prefer that these gifts are kinda changing the employees. I can click on the employee and see, oh, this is this. What? Oh my god. Now you're a vampire times 2. All your teeth are bloody. They're all red. Yeah, like that. I can click on an employee and immediately see Yeah, this is the employee that I use for this little abnormality and whatever. Yes, they have nice stat bonuses. And when you collect a lot of them, for example, who? There is one person who has a lot of them. You? No. Maybe not in this timeline. Yeah, here. You see? They start to stack up. Basically, at this point she has additional 7% success rate. Just happening passively, and also additional 3% if it's inside work. So basically, if she is doing inside job, she has additional 10% success chance. Isn't this great? Well, it is, but I don't see a point in min-maxing it. That's all I'm going to say. It's not like the game is forcing me to, and right now I can use this as just a nice visual thing. Just a decoration for my employees rather than something actually useful. You may disagree, but if I have any trouble in the future, I will reconsider it. But right now, it seems like I'm fine. So, I guess this is it. I will just deal with this ordeal, and I will put in pause, and we will enjoy the story that is unraveling on the day 45, because we've never seen what happens beyond day 45. There's supposed to be something that happens beyond day 46 that changes something. Because, well, everyone said that I cannot do course suppressions beyond day 46, at least on the internet. And we all know that people on the internet never lie. So, see you in a few moments. And welcome back. I'm done instructing my employees. Also, by the way, I'm not sure how the work success chance works, because at the beginning of the video I think I said that this employee has additional 10% chance, but for all that I know, it says here that additional 3% chance, but this is some kind of work success rate, +2, +2, +3. So maybe it works somehow differently. So don't take my word for it, and let's complete our day. Took me some time. I don't think this is a real-time clock, 56 minutes. One day you will understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. I can enter your body through any aperture. The color of the human heart is pink, and by wearing the same color, we can blend in with people's mind. Well, let's see what the community has to offer. Its scale would never neglect the weight of even the smallest sin. What really pitiful is people like you, dying to the likes of me. The only advice that can be given is to remain cautious and aware of your surroundings. We are trying to cleanse our sins, I guess. So, oh my god. Why did it spin? A long time has passed since my loved ones left with their broken bodies and hearts. We have finally met after taking such a long detour. I sent you a letter one day. That old, strange letter that had the same name for the sender and recipient. It told you that we would meet some day soon. Why do you hesitate? Please, come with me. Come with your mind at ease. I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried my best to recreate our office. Is this the last Sephirah? You need at least one place in life to feel comfortable, don't you? However, I speculate you feel that this place a bit more serene than you might remember, so to say. There are many reasons for that. This is a reflection of your heart, after all. The emptiness in your mind must be what makes this place so void. We weren't particularly fond of untidiness, but there she was, always making a mess out of an organized room. There were times when we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. Sadly, our hearts couldn't bear to recreate such a moment. I'm sure that now you know. This space changes to the rhythm of your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest subconsciousness. Yes, many parts of this facility were extracted and created from our minds. How did you think building such enormous underground structures in such a short period of time was possible? We needed multiple extractions until we finally solidified a amorphous image into something tangible. We repeated it so many times until the memories were blurred and emotions were dulled to a point where even the original scene was forgotten. And by original scene they mean the thing that happened to Carmen, maybe? Yes, there truly were countless repeats. It must have been rough 10 years outside. 10 years? Only 10 years? While this entire facility has been trapped in the cycle for a length of 10,000 years. Oh, I take it back. This eternity is fascinating. All humans are given only one life to live. The future comes to us like the relentless waves of the sea. We cannot go against them. We were merely pushed back. Time tracks technology could only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech was used for trivial things, such as granting an infinite moment of death to a condemned man. Wow. Okay. Or to show to those whose days are numbered their happiest moments. However, when combined with our energy tech, this small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested in them without hesitation, even though they required a massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky that seemed unreachable. Unfortunately, breaking an absolute law of nature cost us a lot. Although we could rewind time infinitely, it always left some form of distortion, perhaps because this technology still has not been perfected. No man could keep their sanity intact in this place. But here you are reaching this point, even though you limped and groveled along the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if not for Angela, but it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Please, let your body and mind rest, if just for a brief moment. You must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal. Extremely brutal. Us, with whom we will meet again, will also be brutal. They will not let you pass as simply as I do. If by any chance you think you are not ready yet, it is okay to go back to the first act. If you made it here once after such a long and hard time, you'll surely come again here, no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world. There is no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that the situation will be much different if you move forward from here. You'll be given harsh trials and faded, saturated questions we could not answer. And I am sure you already know this. You can reverse time, but you cannot reverse a tale. Architecture team. Would like to expand architecture team, Mr. Emptiness? Yep, and I guess it's empty because it's us. We are the architecture team's head. Well, very interesting revelation. Basically, the last Sephirah is the last. Interesting. Is the last parts of our own mind, or something like that. Suppress the Midnight of White and Mid-Energy Portal. We haven't seen Midnight of White. It's a new thing. Well, this will have to wait for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this 10,000 of years of waiting for this episode to come, I guess. The same as Mr. A, trapped in this architecture steam facility, and good luck.